Hi, I'm Susan Delaney, and the exhibition is Water Stories. It's paintings by myself and Liz Sullivan. Water features strongly in both our work as well in our process. We both use a lot of water while we're working on the painting to keep the acrylic paint moving and to keep it fresh and to create that fluidity and movement. One of the themes of my work, the pieces are titled after Zen Buddhist words, and part of the reason I did that is I didn't want to give them limiting names. I wanted to give names that people wouldn't recognize so that they could take what they wanted from the image. Associating fish with that immediacy, that mindfulness, that here and now kind of present behavior. Part of the reason is that visually they really lend themselves to my process, which involves moving a lot of wet paint around on the canvas, and creating the fish is a very intuitive and action type of a movement, and it reminds me of the way fish move. I've been around art all my life, and it just seems like a natural thing to be around original art, to own it, to make it, to participate. The only message that I would have is that a work of art is a thing in itself. It has its own value regardless of what the subject matter is. So I've moved away from representation and into abstraction, and what I like about that is it gives me the opportunity to create something completely new, and I'm not tied to the representational image. It's all about the paint, the color, the process, the texture, the materiality, the behavior of the materials during the process. And when it ends up with something that really looks exciting, then it's almost a bonus. I think art is an intrinsic, essential part of our lives. Everything in our current modern world is created. I don't think I could look at a single object that's created that doesn't depend on art. As an artist, I can't do without it, but I think it's important for people to realize that if you took art out of the world, everything we know would disappear. I'd invite everybody to come to the gallery, and for both my work and Liz's, I would invite you to open yourself up to having a sensual experience of the painting, the color, the texture, the motion. Let go of the notion that you have to look at fish and get an sensual experience of the painting itself.
I like a lot of stuff about Susan's work. I own one of her pieces at home and like to see a lot of her stuff. I really have enjoyed her, the fish series that she has in here. It's always got some really great colors and movement.
Oh, I adore the fish. Oh, they're beautiful. The depth that she accomplishes with a limited palette, I think is really exciting. And I think they evoke an idea of a fish, but without really kind of slapping you in the face with it.
So Susan Delaney's work is inspired by fluidity and motion, and you can see that in the work, and it's ethereal, it's atmospheric, and you just get the sense of really being there in the water.
Hi, my name is Liz Sullivan, and this is my show with Susan Delaney. It's Water Stories. I have done this series over the course of about 2 years. My work is based on lakes, and my technique is very watery as well. I work with acrylics, and I use a spray gun. When the paint is starting to dry, I like to just spray the surface, and then I end up getting accidents like paint dripping, and I can actually kind of work with that, play with the accidents. I've become more and more abstract with my work in the last few years because I want to kind of capture the feeling of the place, some of the texture and the color of the place as well. I guess it's the uncertainty that I really enjoy about painting and the process, and working with the surprises, exploring the way the water, hits the canvas and how the colors blend together. It's just fun. Big paintings, they're expressive, they're energetic, because I do work quickly and it is about process. I'm hoping people will stop and really look at the paintings because there's so much going on in them. Like there's interesting colors and technique. Maybe see the landscape with new eyes. When I visit a place that's really special, I want to recreate it. And it's not just the place, it's the experience. I want people to be able to walk into the canvas and that people could kind of almost step into that experience. I'm hoping that my paintings will give people a new appreciation for the landscape in Alberta. And I think that's the creative part of painting, is that you can make it more than what is really there. That people enjoy the work and it makes them happy. That's important to me. I welcome everyone to come to Bluerock Gallery. It's just a charming gallery in the foothills, and I hope that you'll come and view the work. And there is a story behind every one of my pieces, and I'd be happy to share those stories with you.
I think they're exuberant. I think the colors are just so, yeah, she's celebrating these beautiful places and the sense that she has in those places. And I think she captures the textures and the movement in the nature there. So
Liz's work employs the most amazing color palette, and it's alive. Those colors just go, and again, you're just there.
Large, colourful, reflects the environment that they have taken to. You're really walking into it, you're actually there looking at the paintings. Lovely rich palette of colours, very stimulating.